your legs are betraying you. Cold feet, leg cramps, and that heavy dragging feeling and whatnot. And don't think it's just aging. It's simply poor circulation cutting off oxygen to your legs, causing numbness, varicose veins, and even raising your risk of dangerous blood clots. But most seniors don't realize that they just need the right vitamin that can strengthen blood vessels, restore blood flow, and give your legs new life. Stay till the end. We'll reveal the top vitamin and 3 easy habits to boost circulation starting today. Number 1. Vitamin C strengthens blood vessels and prevents clots. Most people don't realize this, but one small deficiency can silently mess up your blood flow, make your veins weak, and even cause your legs and feet to feel cold, numb, or crampy. What's worse, it can silently increase your chances of dangerous blood clots. The key culprit? Lack of vitamin C, a vitamin we often associate with just fighting off colds that actually plays a far more crucial role in blood circulation. But how exactly does this vitamin affect the blood vessels in your legs and feet? Vitamin C helps your body produce collagen, and collagen keeps your blood vessels strong, flexible, and intact. Now, imagine if that collagen coating starts crumbling. Weak blood vessels mean sluggish blood flow, leading to issues like varicose veins or even dangerous clots that could travel to your heart or brain. Let me share a lesser-known fact that might surprise you. During World War II, British soldiers were given lemon juice daily, not to protect them from colds, but to prevent their veins from weakening under extreme stress and malnutrition. The military had figured out that without enough vitamin C, soldiers developed not just scurvy, but poor blood circulation, leading to fatigue and leg cramps. Now, 1 in every 5 seniors suffers from chronic venous insufficiency. Basically, the valves in their leg veins stop working properly. And guess what's the natural fix? Just a steady supply of vitamin C. But how much do you actually need? You might think loading up on supplements is the fastest route, but too much vitamin C, especially from pills, can backfire. For seniors with kidney issues, high doses of synthetic vitamin C can lead to kidney stones because the excess gets flushed out through the kidneys, putting them under pressure. So, ironically, something meant to boost your health can end up causing more harm. This brings us to another often ignored truth. Fresh foods, oranges, strawberries, kiwis, spinach, bell peppers, don't just give you vitamin C. They also come with flavonoids and other nutrients that make vitamin C more effective. People who get their vitamin C from real foods have better blood vessel flexibility compared to those who rely solely on supplements. It's like comparing freshly squeezed juice to a sugary packaged drink. Both claim to do the job, but only one truly nourishes. So, does that mean supplements are useless? Not exactly. They're like a safety net, helpful if you genuinely can't get enough from your diet. But the real trick lies in balance and knowing when your body is signaling that something's off. Number 2, vitamin B3, niacin, the silent hero for circulation. A single vitamin has the power to make your legs feel lighter, your heart pump smoother, and even sharpen your brain. But most people don't realize they're lacking it. They don't even know its name. Result? Nearly 1 in 4 adults over 50 may have low levels of this vitamin without knowing it, and its deficiency gives them fatigue, cold feet, brain fog, and even trouble walking long distances. This is vitamin B3, also known as niacin. So what exactly does B3 do that's so life-changing? Let's break it down. Blood flow is like traffic on a highway. Smooth traffic means every organ, muscle, and brain cell gets the fuel it needs, oxygen and nutrients. But as people age, traffic jams are common. Narrowed blood vessels, sluggish circulation, and buildup of cholesterol gunk in the roads. That's where niacin steps in, like an invisible traffic controller. It tells the blood vessels to widen up, relax, and let the blood flow freely. In seniors, this is especially important because the legs, feet, and even the brain are at the end of the supply line. If circulation dips, they're the first to suffer. Plus, niacin has a rare ability to lower the bad cholesterol, LDL, while simultaneously increasing the good cholesterol, HDL. Most medications manage only one or the other, but niacin plays a double game. Doctors in the 1950s actually prescribed high doses of niacin to heart patients for exactly this reason, before statins took over the spotlight. Even now, clinical trials prove niacin can reduce LDL cholesterol by 10 to 25% and boost HDL by 15 to 35%. But too much of a good thing can tip the balance. High doses of niacin, especially from supplements, can cause flushing, sudden red, hot, tingling skin that can last minutes. It feels like a hot flash and can catch people off guard. The reason? Niacin causes blood vessels to open quickly, increasing blood flow to the skin. While harmless for most, it can be uncomfortable. So how do you strike the right balance? Food is the safest route. Chicken, fish, eggs, nuts, lentils, and beets are loaded with niacin in just the right amount. Not only that, recent studies link low niacin levels to early cognitive decline, even Alzheimer's. In Japan, a fascinating long-term study followed seniors who consumed higher amounts of niacin through food and found they had up to a 35% lower risk of memory problems. But if vitamin B3 is essential and fixes circulation, cholesterol, and cognitive function, why don't doctors talk about it more today? Because in an era of complex medications, simple nutrients get sidelined. The pharmaceutical industry can patent pills, but they can't patent vitamins, which raises the next question. What other forgotten vitamins might be quietly holding the keys to aging well without anyone noticing? Turns out, vitamin K2 is one of them, known to literally clear out calcium deposits in arteries and redirect them to bones where they belong. Number 3, vitamin K stops calcium buildup in arteries. As you age, calcium doesn't always go where it's supposed to. Instead of packing itself neatly into your bones, it sometimes starts sneaking into your arteries. Little by little, this calcium starts lining the walls of your blood vessels, making them stiff and narrow, a condition doctors call atherosclerosis. This might sound technical, but imagine it this way. Your arteries are like flexible pipes, while calcium buildup is like cement drying inside them. So, that pipe will become rigid and constricted, which means less blood flow, especially to the legs and feet, because they are the most distant organs. This is the reason many seniors struggle with cold feet, pain while walking, and even varicose veins. And the solution? It's vitamin K. Just like having a car is not enough, you also need a good driver. Similarly, without enough vitamin K, calcium starts behaving badly, depositing in all the wrong places. In fact, one study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association showed seniors with higher vitamin K intake had 50% less arterial calcification. Now, that's half the risk. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are packed with vitamin K1. But it's not just vitamin K1. The real heavy lifter for artery health is vitamin K2, which works even better at directing calcium away from arteries and into bones. Now, where do you find K2? In fermented foods like natto, a sticky Japanese soybean dish, certain cheeses, egg yolks, and liver. And here's a shocking fact. Studies have shown people in Japan who traditionally eat natto have significantly lower rates of arterial stiffness compared to Western countries. The difference? Way more K2. Only people on blood thinners like warfarin need to be careful with vitamin K, because it can interfere with how these meds work. That's why doctors recommend consulting before upping your intake. But why do seniors specifically need to care so much about a blood flow to their legs and feet? It's not just about feeling warm or avoiding cramps. Poor circulation in your lower limbs can actually be the early warning sign of peripheral artery disease, PAD, a condition that quietly doubles your risk of heart attack or stroke. Most seniors don't even realize they have PAD until they experience non-healing wounds, numbness, or even worse, amputation. Now that leads to an even bigger question. If something as simple and natural as vitamin K2 can prevent clogged arteries. Why isn't it talked about more? Why aren't doctors shouting from rooftops about it the same way they do cholesterol meds? Turns out, the medical world has focused so much on lowering cholesterol and prescribing statins that the role of nutrient balance, like vitamin K, has been overlooked. But recent studies suggest vitamin K2 may even work better than statins at halting arterial calcification, with none of the nasty side effects like muscle pain or liver strain. It makes you wonder, what other simple vitamins are quietly pulling the strings behind the scenes, shaping our health far more than we give them credit for? Number 4. Vitamin E, the ultimate circulation booster. This is the #1 most important vitamin for seniors. This is a powerful natural fix that's hiding in plain sight, quietly sitting in your kitchen cabinets. And it's not some rare herb or exotic remedy. It's something as simple as vitamin E. Vitamin E acts almost like a lubricant for your blood. It stops the blood from getting too sticky and forming dangerous clots inside the veins. It's like oiling a rusty machine. Without this, blood can start behaving like sludge, slowing down, pooling, and eventually blocking circulation altogether. But it has another trick up its sleeve. It boosts the production of nitric oxide, a gas your body naturally makes to help blood vessels widen and relax. Again, think of your arteries as pipes. When they're tight and narrow, blood struggles to flow through. Nitric oxide helps those hoses expand, letting blood gush freely, even to the farthest parts like your toes. Too much vitamin E from supplements can actually thin your blood so much it becomes risky, especially if you're already on medications like blood thinners. That's why it's safest to stick to food sources unless your doctor advises otherwise. So yes, if you've been wondering, will vitamin E help my cold feet? The answer is absolutely. But now, here's the next burning question. If vitamin E is this powerful, why do some people still struggle with cold feet and poor circulation even after eating healthy? Even if your blood vessels are perfectly relaxed and unclogged, there's no guarantee the blood will get pumped efficiently without the engine running strong. That engine is your heart. Specifically, the strength and rhythm of your heartbeat determine whether blood reaches every inch of your body. For example, do you know why 1 in 4 seniors over 60 has a condition called silent heart failure without even knowing it? They feel a little tired, maybe out of breath walking upstairs, but they chalk it up to age. Meanwhile, their heart is weakening, struggling to push blood properly. No wonder their legs and feet feel cold, no matter how many vitamins they take. But to avoid this problem, researchers have found a quick fix. Dark chocolate, which contains real cocoa, has flavonoids that help strengthen heart muscle and improve rhythm. Clinical studies even showed improved heart function in seniors after just a few weeks of adding moderate dark chocolate to their diet. Does it mean that eating chocolate really helps your circulation too? The answer is yes, but only if it's the right kind. Minimum 70% cocoa, low sugar, small daily portions. It's not about overindulging. It's about unlocking natural compounds that trigger your body's self-healing systems. And yet, there's still one more piece of this puzzle. Because even if your arteries are open, your heart's pumping strong, and your blood is thin and smooth, all of it can be undone by one simple daily habit you don't even think about. That simple habit is sitting through all day without proper movement. Shocking but true. The average senior spends 9 to 10 hours sitting each day. That long sitting time literally forces your blood to pool in your lower body. No vitamin or superfood alone can fix what gravity is doing. This is why doctors now call sitting the new smoking. And the solution here is almost laughably easy. Standing up every 30 minutes for even 2 minutes resets circulation instantly. Studies show this small act cuts the risk of poor leg circulation by nearly half. Combine that with vitamin E-rich foods, a little dark chocolate, and you've got a recipe to keep blood flowing like you're decades younger. So, here's where we end up. Vitamin C strengthens blood vessel walls and improves circulation by supporting collagen production. Vitamin B3, niacin, widens blood vessels enhancing blood flow to the legs and feet. Vitamin K prevents calcium buildup in arteries, keeping them flexible for better circulation. Vitamin E acts as a natural blood thinner, preventing clots and ensuring smooth, steady blood flow. But with that, it's better if you maintain some simple habits to boost circulation in your body. 3 simple habits to boost circulation today. You know, most heart attacks don't happen because of clogged arteries alone. They happen because the blood couldn't flow fast enough when it mattered most. Everyone thinks heart problems are only about fat in the arteries, but slow, sluggish blood is the silent villain no one talks about. Think about it, even if your pipes are clear, if the water isn't moving, nothing works. The question is, why does your blood get lazy, and how do you fix it without medication or spending hours in a gym? Turns out, one of the fastest ways to get your blood zipping through your veins faster doesn't involve running marathons. It starts with something oddly simple, just lifting your legs up against a wall for 10 minutes a day. No fancy equipment, no sweat, no effort. Here's why it works. Gravity usually pulls blood down into your feet all day. When you flip the equation and elevate your legs, you're giving your veins a break and letting the blood drain back up to your heart without resistance. In fact, a study found that people who did this daily reduced swelling in their legs by 31%. It also lowered their resting heart rate over time. Less work for the heart, better flow everywhere else. But wait, what if you could supercharge this even further without lying down? That's where your toes come in. There's something almost ridiculous about how powerful walking on your tiptoes for just 1 minute can be, but it fires up the tiny muscles in your feet and calves, which act like a second heart. These muscles squeeze your veins and push blood back toward the heart every time they contract. Most people ignore foot muscles, but dancers and sprinters unknowingly benefit from this all the time. One experiment showed that toe walking increased lower leg blood flow by up to 25% after only a few days. But then, the question becomes, how do you get that same circulation boost without moving at all? The answer is cold water. A 3-minute cold shower focused on your legs can shock your veins into tightening, pushing the blood harder and faster. It's a survival mechanism from when humans had to adapt to icy rivers and harsh climates. One study showed cold exposure can improve circulation by increasing blood vessel flexibility by 28%. But for those who hate cold showers, and let's be honest, who enjoys freezing water, you can cheat. Just splashing cold water on your legs in the sink triggers the same effect without drenching yourself. So now you're probably wondering, if these tricks are so simple, why doesn't everyone do them? The reason is, most people don't realize their bad circulation is the hidden reason behind fatigue, brain fog, and even weak immunity. Good circulation isn't just about avoiding heart problems, it's the secret weapon for energy, clear thinking, and staying sharp. And here's a question no one ever asks. What happens when you combine all 3 habits every day, consistently? The answer isn't just better circulation. It could actually slow down aging itself. Curious how? That's a whole different rabbit hole, because your blood flow controls how well your cells clean out waste, repair themselves, and regenerate. But that's a matter of discussion for another video. Final warning and call to action. For now, just remember, poor circulation isn't just uncomfortable, it's a warning sign. Are you already taking any of these circulation-boosting vitamins? Or is it time to rethink your routine? Tell us in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else. And if you're serious about protecting your health, don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful, life-changing senior health tips. See you soon.